What's up, guys? I wanted to talk about subliminal messaging and its effects on us, every one of us. This is gonna be a freestyle video because, yeah, I don't really have much time to prepare it well right now. I might make another video in the future that is structured better, but right now I'm gonna talk from the top of my head, as this is a topic that's been following me my whole life, and I've been aware of it, well, for many years now. Yeah, I've been experiencing it, and then I became aware of it because it impacts your life so much that it's almost impossible to ignore or not notice if you're in a position like me. So, subliminal messaging. I think it started from the time that I was watching TV a lot. As a kid, I was watching a lot of TV because boredom for children is just not an option. It's not an option. You have to occupy your mind somehow, in any way you can. But my parents didn't let me do much, dangerous stuff, to not get, to not break my limb or something, do something dangerous. So they just kept me home to grow up safely, right? Don't want to take the risk, I guess. So I was watching television, but this might have done more harm than me playing outside, to be honest. Because the content, the stuff that was in there, it was full of unhealthy stuff. Not saying that I was watching adultery or something like that, but the television has, at that time that I was a kid, already had an agenda and a purpose to indoctrinate people watching it, to make them think a certain way and behave a certain way. And as a kid, I was learning from television, taking it as something that I might use in my own life, right? As we need knowledge to move in this world, operate and know how things go. Basically, to live our lives. But the stuff that I was seeing in television were far from reality. It was just unrealistic stuff. The behavior of people in television is just so stupid. You have men simping for women and women like protagonists. I don't know if you know the cartoon Totally Spies. That was basically playing 70% of the time on the kids channel that I was watching, and I took it, yay, colorful stuff. I was watching anything that was cartoonish and not boring. So yeah, that kind of conditioned my mind to think that women are able to do the things that men do, but that's not true. I had to learn later on in life that that's not true. And yeah, this fake equality. Sure, men and women are equally important, but they are not equal. And many things like that, like romance, dating, friendships, behavior, um, or things working out for you in world. It made me naive. And then when I went outside to the real world, somehow you have to leave the nest if you want to be self-sufficient, if you want to become an adult, mature. You have to go out there and experience the world for yourself. So I went with this indoctrinated mindset, with this false data set, and I got destroyed left and right, up and down. This world was not playing around, man. Ah, shoot. Yeah, dude, I got so messed up. Really messed up. Like, you wouldn't even believe. I even fumbled a lot of cuties and possible relationships because of this mindset and mindsetting and false ideas. Yeah. Basically, it conditioned me to fail in life. And I failed, but not entirely. I had to learn from it, but yeah. That's why being naive and ignoring the truth takes a toll. I keep saying this because I experienced this. And I had to embrace the truth to be able to play the game properly. There are certain rules to life. And why do I talk about this? Because nowadays it keeps taking function. It's still going on in a different form because almost nobody watches television, but there's still Netflix, which is founded by a cousin of Edward Bernays that had the nickname of the father of propaganda. And he was the son of, I don't know how you pronounce it, Sigmund Freud, who was like the godfather or I don't know, whatever, of modern psychology. Like this guy abused psychology, studied it, and then abused it. So nowadays you might probably see that it just improved. It adapted. Things evolve and get better and better. And nowadays the conditioning is more on the social media because people are on social media more. It's everywhere, man. They are indoctrinating you and really having your mind to go a certain direction with the herd where they want you to be or to go. And that's why it's important to be mindful of what you consume. I feel like I'm repeating myself in these videos, but it's so important and nobody emphasizes on this. You see a lot of these advertisements, you might say whatever, but if these things were not working, why would the advertisers pay for the advertisements. You know how it works? Like, even if you just see it and you don't pay much mind to it, you just see like, yeah, this ketchup is delicious, and you keep seeing this ad over and over. When you walk into the store, the grocery store, and you see that brand, then you say to yourself, or your mind says to itself, this is familiar. Let's buy this. I've seen this before, and you know, it was all positive because the ads was like positive, right? This is great, yay. So, then you buy that, and you might get hooked because there's some sugar which is addictive, addictive, and you're hooked on that product, right? Just because of an ad. And that happens subconsciously. Now, do you know what you can consider media? Media is music, videos, movies, just images, and video games. And all of these three are compromised, not for your own good. All of them. You have female protagonists, you have weird way of flirting, weird way of relationship building, just false data sets overall. And even the music, if you listen to the lyrics, they are so dumb and bad, and your mind absorbs it. And when the music, the beat is like positive, right? Something that you bop on, something that is nice to listen to, then your mind takes it as a positive message overall. So it takes these messed up lyrics as a positive message that it stores, and it becomes a part of your reality, of the way you think and behave and view things. Not 100%, but it directs you towards that thing the more you listen to that type of content. And this is the way they set up the culture, the modern culture. They co-opted it with media. Television, music, and video games. And then, even magazines, books, whatever you can think of that influences your mind, they got a hold of it. Remember, if they don't control it, they won't let you have it. So, they really like set up the culture how they wanted it to be. And right now we are where we're at because of that. These people that control these things, they advise these bad things, these stupid things to us, but not to their own. They are like supremacists. Yeah. And about the music, even the music videos, I stopped watching them when I saw how wicked and weird. It just, when I was a kid at the time when these weird music videos started to roll out in the 2000s. Yeah, somewhere around that. Um, yeah, I just stopped watching these music videos because they were so weird and didn't make sense. And I'm like, it doesn't make sense to the song. Why is it like this? And it wasn't even fun. It's weird, like demonic stuff and I don't know, wicked stuff, transgender stuff. Didn't make sense to the song. And I'm like, nah, dude. So whenever I listened to a song, I was still not aware of the lyrics or the importance of lyrics. So I still listened to it because the music was good, right? Catchy. Uh, but I was listening through YouTube, so I had it always in the background and not bother to watch the video clip. But yeah, even the lyrics, man, you gotta pay attention to it. It's messaging. And this is not just a conspiracy theory, it's real. You have a lot of clips where the musicians, the artists, confess and talk about this. Mostly rappers, how there was a meeting and they decided or declared that we want to take music to this in this direction, and it's well planned. It's not just by accident, by happenstance that things are so bad. It took them decades, and it worked. It works. So yeah, that's how subliminal messaging works. Um, you might not notice it at first, but it does condition your mind. Um, I don't know what else can I say about this. Books, magazines. Yeah, that's the same thing. But I don't know. Yeah, people. This is my issue with people. People just look at what is being provided to them, but they never look at who is providing it, which is just more important than anything. Because of this fact, the people that want to deceive you, they abuse this fact. So they at first they give you the truth, they give you the good stuff, and they gain your trust. But over time, they start changing their message, like in a slight way that is unnoticed for most of the fan base. And before you know it, you are a fanatic or whatever it is. Yeah, man. And even the social media, the TikToks, the Instagrams, huh? Um, it's designed to be addicting, like a slot machine, right? Scroll, scroll, scroll. Next dopamine hit. What's gonna be next? What's gonna be next? This is fun. Let's go next, next, next. Oh, this is not fun. Let's go next, next, next. And they get you hooked and consume meaningless content. Meaningless. 99% of the time, it's meaningless. doesn't give you value, doesn't give you much to work with. I mean, even if it's positive, you're like consuming it. You're not really implementing it in your life most of the time. Just consume it to feel good, and you feel like you're doing something productive, but you are not really. It's just like brain porn. Yeah, also that's how these influencers use this subliminal messaging, where they, subtly direct you towards buying something from them. They keep making this content, you know, these problems are here, these problems are here, you have this problem, you have this problem. And they keep making videos on this. And they are upselling you towards buying this overpriced product that has no value, that is a scam. But you've been led to that point unconsciously, thinking that, yeah, you're doing something for yourself. They groom you. But yeah, be mindful of what data sets you download. Because your senses are working 24/7. So you should be mindful of what you allow yourself to consume. Even the thoughts and words from other people condition your mind. Oh my god. I don't know how much I covered, but it's over 20 minutes. Yeah. Thanks for listening. I hope I wasn't too boring. I know it might be difficult to pay attention for this long. But if you did, I appreciate it very much. Alright, see ya.